Researchers confirmed that calicos are the weirdest cats in the world, and here are 10 reasons why. Number 1. It's all in the genes. Calico cats have a lot of science behind them, so buckle up. We'll start with their coat color and how they end up with that distinctive tri-colored coat. Most calico cats are female. This is because the tri-colored coat pattern that makes calicos so unique is a result of two X chromosomes and a genetic phenomenon called X inactivation. X chromosomes are essential for development and cell viability. But because females carry two X chromosomes, there's an imbalance of X-linked genes which could potentially be toxic. This is where X inactivation comes in. To put it simply, this phenomenon silences one of the X chromosomes. As an extra surprise, cats only have two base colors for their coat, orange and black. Since coat color relies on the X chromosome, female cats can be orange, black, or both. If a female cat has both orange and black X chromosomes, when X inactivation kicks in, the random silencing can result in coat patterns like the calico and the tortoiseshell. Number 2. Male calicos are rare. You might be wondering whether you can get male calico cats at all. Since they have XY chromosomes rather than XX, the calico pattern and the tortoiseshell is incredibly rare in male cats. This is because they just don't have the genetics to allow for the color pattern or the need for X inactivation. However, 1 in 3,000 calico cats are male. These super rare kitties have an extra X chromosome, giving them 3 in total to end up with a unique XXY chromosomal makeup. This is often a result of Klinefelter's syndrome. Due to this condition, the majority of male calico cats are sterile and often have other health issues too. Unfortunately, this means deliberate breeding of calico cats isn't possible. Number 3. No two calicos are alike. The randomness of the X inactivation phenomenon plays another part in calico cats too. It makes their coat patterning unique for each calico kitty, along with the random white spotting, which is a result of a separate, non-sex-related chromosome. There are all sorts of patterning variations in calico cats. There are also calico cats with much lighter coloring too. These kitties can have gray, silver, or gold coloring rather than the black, orange, and white found in true calico cats. They're known as dilute calicos, and their patterning is just as random. Number 4. Bring on the feisty personality. Unlike breeds, there's no standard for a calico's personality, but they do generally take on traits from the breed the coloring occurs in. A Persian cat that happens to be a calico, for example, would most likely share their gentle and calm natures. In comparison, a calico Norwegian forest cat would likely be adventurous, friendly, and very independent. A study in 2015 that was published in the Applied Animal Behavior Science journal did find a link between coat color and behavior. One result showed that calico cats tend to be more stubborn than other felines. Another study found that calico cats are frequently bold and very active, which goes to show how unique these cats are in both coloring and personality. Number 5. Strong, independent felines. There's no way of knowing what your calico cat's personality will be like until you get to know them. However, there is anecdotal evidence that suggests the coloring leads to calico cats being more independent than other cats. There's a lot of debate about whether they're friendly, outgoing, or just plain stubborn, but they're also believed to bond with one person in the family and keep their distance from others. Number 6. Multicolored Lucky Charms. While science plays a huge part in what makes calico cats so unique, it's not the be-all and end-all for these cats. Calico cats can be very rare, but despite this, they've still spread across the world. Wherever they originated from, whether it was Egypt or somewhere in Europe, they've long since held pride of place in folklore and old wives' tales. Some of the beliefs surrounding them might surprise you. A fighter of warts. In Irish folklore, the tail of a calico cat is believed to have wart-healing properties. All you have to do is rub the wart against a calico cat's tail. They might not enjoy it much, though. Many cats hate it when you mess with their tail. Of course, there's no real evidence to suggest it works as a wart remover either. It might be wiser to stick to regular wart removers, but it's an interesting fact nonetheless. Beckoning and some luck. There are a few reasons why calico cats are considered good luck charms. Male calicos are seen as incredibly lucky in both the UK and the USA because of their rarity. But mostly, a calico's luckiness is a belief that comes from Japan. A Japanese cat talisman known as the Maneki Neko is frequently modeled after calico cats. It's a figurine of a cat with one paw raised like it's beckoning to you, which is why it's also known as the beckoning cat. The higher the paw is, the more luck will come to you, and the paw that's raised also determines where the luck is directed. A raised left paw lures in customers, while a raised right paw is thought to bring in wealth and good luck. This is why the Maneki Neko is often placed in homes and shops, not just in Japan but also around the world. They were even declared to be an official symbol of fortune in Japan in the 1870s. Japanese sailors also believed these cats were lucky for ocean voyages too. They wouldn't just keep the ship free of mice and rats, they were believed to ward off storms and ghosts that might haunt the vessel. Number 7. The Calico Station Master of Kishi Station. Calico cats have long since proven that they're heroes in Japan too. One calico kitty even saved a train station from closing down in 2007. In Japan's Wakayama Prefecture, the Kishi station suffered from serious budget issues that almost led to the station closing down. But a calico cat called Tama was introduced as station master. She was the first feline station master in Japan, and even had an adorable hat to show her position. It was her job to greet passengers, and probably wish them luck on their travels too. Sure enough, she single-handedly rescued the station by increasing ticket sales by more than 10% in her first year. She did such a good job, there's even a Tama-themed train with whiskers, paw print decals, and a recorded meow for when the doors open. Tama's legacy didn't end with her though. The current station master is a calico kitty called Tama, who's doing an excellent job of continuing Tama's work. Number 8. Adopted by a US state. In the USA, calico cats are often known as money cats. This comes from the myth that their rarity means they can be sold for a pretty penny. Unfortunately, this is rarely the case because it's so difficult to reproduce the coloring. However, their coloring earned them the position of state cat in Maryland in 2001. The black, orange, and white coloring of their fur is very similar to the feathers of Maryland's state bird, the Baltimore oriole, as well as the wings of the state insect, the Baltimore checkerspot butterfly. These colors are so important to the state. Maryland's baseball team wears them too. Number 9. Tortoiseshell or calico. Calico cats are very similar to tortoiseshell kitties. Both tend to be female and have very distinctive coat patterns. Neither are a breed either, so their personalities can vary between one cat and another. It's no wonder that they're frequently confused, but there are some big differences between them to keep an eye out for. Unlike calico cats, tortoiseshells, or torties, only have 2 colors in their fur. They're black and orange with a brindle-like pattern. Calicos, as we mentioned earlier, are black and orange, but they also have white spotting throughout their coat. This gives them their very beautiful tri-colored fur and distinguishes them from the 2-colored tortie, who don't have any white fur at all. There are all sorts of theories about feline personalities. Some are based on their coat color. Check out this video to see how fur color can impact your cat's personality and health.